Hey everybody, Frickworks here. How's everyone doing? I've got another video to show you. These are some of the blanks that I end up with when I save the resin, but I had too much in my cup, poured what I needed into the mold I had, and then the rest of it goes into another already cured and open tube, usually in one of my pipe molds. I'm going to turn one of these today. I've actually already turned it and ran into a few complications, and some of it is due to the nature of these things. They cure different times. They're going to have different mixes of material in them, as far as the colorants go. So actually I've got one full right here right now. These again, because of the way that they're cured, they take a little bit sometimes to get out of the mold. This is one I've had pulled. This is probably a year or more old. The one I turned today was one that was about a year old as well. So this will be my intro to that. It'll show a fast forward of the turning. I left out the sanding because that's a fairly boring process. Generally I do a 220, a 410, and then start wet sanding at 600 and then go up through the micro mesh, and I end with some sort of a plastic polish. I use Plast-X quite a lot. So you'll see the turning of one of these. It's an odd shape, and that's simply because I noticed a crack in it early in the turning and had to turn the end of it down quite a lot. But it's a very interesting shaving brush handle. So we'll see the whole video of me turning it, and then I'll show you the final product. Here is the finished handle. As you can see, it's a weird shape. This is extremely thin on this end, and that's because I had that cracked area that ran through so much of it. But this is a pretty neat mix of colors in here. And again, that's just from, you can see that's one of the blanks that I poured. maybe down here a little bit, some of those, but some of them are just very little resin. Some of them are, you know, a big chunk, kind of like those, a couple in the middle. This was just a kind of a hard one to do, and I've never done a shape like this that, you know, necessitated that, but haven't glued the knot in this thing yet. Take that out so you can see just how thin that is on the top. Very thin, you can kind of see through it. But hey, rather than just throwing that out, I turned something that ended up being challenging, but a very interesting piece. That bottom looks pretty cool with glitter. There you go. So don't throw out the resin that you have extra. Save it somewhere. Keep it covered, and when you have extra, uncover it, pour that little bit of more extra in there, and you'll end up with a blank out of the little unused pieces. So there you have it. All the products that I used, including tools and everything, are shown in my description below. There's a link to those. As always, thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.